Hello my dear students, this is Ramesh Soni and yes, this video can make you a winner of a chart book. Yes, I am going to go ahead and give you a chart book free. So watch this revisionary video carefully. Now, in order to go ahead and make the revisionary this time more interactive and more interesting, I have gone ahead and decided that we will be going ahead and at the end of this revisionary, we will be providing you a free quiz. You will have to go ahead and read the question. Before reading the question carefully, watch this revisionary carefully because this revisionary will be the key to the solution. Yes, everyone, for the quiz, the solution will be in the revisionary. Watch the revisionary properly, then go ahead and answer the question in the quiz in the comment section below. And yes, if your answer is the one which I go ahead and like, we will be going ahead and sending you a free chart book version 8, right everyone? So without going ahead and wasting more time, let's go ahead and get it started with our revision, everyone. Alright people, let's go ahead and revise the first chart, which is GST in India, an introduction, overview and administration. I told you it's a C graded chapter which you are going to have how much marks in the exam? 3 to 4 marks maximum in the exam is expected. C graded topic it is. Let's go ahead and cover it quickly. Number 1, what did we go ahead and learn? The first thing, article number 366, clause 12A. It goes ahead and talks about GST ka definition. GST means any tax on supply of goods, services or both, except alcoholic liquor for human consumption. Alcoholic liquor for human consumption has been kept out of GST. Other than that, any goods and service, whenever it is supplied, GST shall be levied. The next one over here is, what do you mean by tax, everyone? Tax means a compulsory payment under an act, and it is to the government you do to provide various public services. What are the various public service government is going to provide you? Health, infrastructure, education, etc. Right, everyone? Then we learned the difference between direct tax and indirect tax. What is direct tax and indirect tax? Direct tax is on a taxpayer. Indirect tax is on goods and service. Yes, everyone. If I am supplying this goods and service, indirect tax is on this goods and service. Direct tax imposed on me, burden also from my pocket. Indirect tax, everyone, imposed on me, I will pass on the burden to the ultimate consumer. The person who is going to consume will bear the burden. Direct tax, income tax. Indirect tax, GST and custom. Direct tax, progressive in nature. You progress, tax also progresses. Indirect tax, regressive. Same for all income levels. Sir, then we learned about the deficiencies in the existing tax system. What are the deficiencies, everyone? Cascading effect. Tax on tax was happening. Then, sir, whenever a manufacturer is going in and selling the goods to the trader, trader can't take excise duty ka credit. When you can't take excise duty ka credit, again, tax on tax was happening. So, no sandwich credit to trader or dealer. The third is double taxation. There was no integration between VAT and service tax, and hence, it was causing what? Double taxation. Next, several taxes like luxury tax, entertainment tax, etc. were not being subsumed in the VAT regime. VAT was also there, CST was there, luxury tax, entertainment tax, so many taxes were there. What is the various features of GST, everyone? GST is a tax. It's a tax on supply. It's a consumption tax, means the ultimate consumer bears the burden of the tax. Sir, it's a destination based tax, means tax goes to which state where the goods are finally destined or consumed. And the last one, GST is a value added tax. What do you mean by value added tax? Whenever you buy something, you will pay some tax. Whenever you sell something, you will have output tax liability. This input tax credit, you will set against the output tax and you will pay the balance. It means only on the value addition which you do from your end, you have to collect the tax and give it to the government. Is my point clear to all? Actually, you collect on the whole amount, you set off your input tax credit and the balance you pay to the government. So balance is basically on the value addition you pay the tax. Is my point clear to all? Benefits of GST. C graded topic, a C minus graded question it is. Sir, what are the benefits, everyone? Benefits is creation of unified national market. One nation, one market, one tax. Boost to Make in India initiative. Baba, wherever you are buying from, you will get the credit. If you get the credit, your cost will come down. If your cost comes down, India may Make in India initiative will be boosted because the cost of Make in India will become less. Then because of only GST there in the picture, people will invest in the country. If people are investing, investments will go up. and employment will also go up. Ill effects of cascading. Cascading effect is gone. Ease of doing business has happened. Baba, less compliances. Ease of business is there now. Automated process with the greater use of information technology. Technology ka use more is there in the GST. Next, reduction in compliance cost, because now no more VAT, no more other taxes which are there, only GST ka compliance. So compliance cost will also come down. Benefits to small trader and entrepreneur. Small traders who are there, small entrepreneurs who are there, because the registration limit is 20 lakh, 40 lakh, they are also benefited. The last is elimination of multiple tax, gone. Double taxation, gone. Baba, no more problem because of VAT and service tax not being integrated. It is only GST. When you buy something, when you sell also, or you provide a service also, it is GST. GST can be set off against GST. So no problem at all. Now, the next one. Baba, C graded topic ka, C graded kind of question. What are the taxes which are subsumed into GST? Central excise duty is subsumed. Sir, service tax is subsumed. Countervailing duty and special countervailing duty which is under custom, gone. Central sales tax, gone. Surcharges and cess. Service tax, gone. For an example, service tax mein Krishi Kalyan cess was there, gone. Swachh Bharat cess was there, gone. Are we clear, everyone? State taxes which are then. Which are the state taxes which are subsumed? State surcharges and cesses are gone. Entertainment tax is gone. The next one. Taxes on lottery, betting, gambling is gone. Entry tax, purchase tax is gone. VAT, sales tax, luxury tax, all these taxes are gone because of coming of GST. What are the taxes which are not gone? Please remember this. Don't forget it. Sir, what are the taxes which are not gone? Number one, basic custom duty, it has not gone. Entertainment tax, which is levied by local body, not gone. Then, property tax is still there. Stamp duty is still there. Electricity duty is still there. State excise duty on alcoholic liquor is still there. And central excise duty on HP man, high speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel and natural gas. What is it, everyone? Again with me, high speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel and natural gas is still there. Right, everyone? Now, the next one is dual model of GST. What is dual model of GST, everyone? In dual model, both central government and state government will go ahead and collect GST together on a transaction. Central government will collect CGST, state government will collect SGST, or UT, then UT GST shall be collected. What is a GSP? GSP means they are ITS company or financial technology company. Who is appointing them? They are appointed by the Goods and Service Tax Network. So GSP will go ahead and help a taxpayer in going ahead and filing their return on the gst.gov.in. So they will develop some application which will pull the data from your system and push it to the gst.gov.in. So they are basically going ahead and acting as a link between taxpayer and the GSTN. Now, they can't develop a software, they take the help of ASPs. ASPs are acting as a link between them and taxpayers and the GSPs. Who is acting as a link? ASPs, application service provider. Are we clear, everyone? ITS companies who are appointed by GSTN to develop application for taxpayer to interact with GSTN. Whenever a taxpayer wants to interact with GSTN, they will go ahead and develop. GSPs will develop the application. Then they facilitate taxpayer in uploading invoice and filing of return and customized product according to the need of the user. Then they are telling GSPs take the help of whom? ASPs, and GSPs act as a link between taxpayer and GSTN. ASPs act as a link between taxpayer and GSTN. I had gone ahead and told you over here that whenever it's an ASP, GSPs act as a link between taxpayer and GSTN, and ASPs act as a link between taxpayer and GSTN. Can I go ahead, everyone? Yes, sir. Point is clear. The next one over here is cross empowerment. What do you mean by cross empowerment, everyone? Proper officer who is there under the CGST Act, he is cross empowered to act as an SGST officer also, or vice versa. SGST officer can also act as an officer under CGST. So it says if proper officer under CGST is issuing an order, he will go ahead and issue an order with respect to SGST amount also. Or if an SGST officer is issuing an order, then he will go ahead and issue an order with respect to CGST amount also. But always remember one thing, if an order to you is issued by a CGST officer, against that order, appeal, review, revision, etc. or rectification will also lie with a CGST officer only. If an officer under SGST has issued you an order, against that order, if you want to go for an appeal, appeal also will lie with the SGST officer only. Is my point clear to all? Yes, sir. Point is clear. Baba, come to the right hand side. Trade and commerce. Baba, if I go ahead and talk about the trade and commerce, interstate trade, intrastate trade, and interstate trade. Intrastate means within the same state, within the same UT, always we charge CGST, SGST or CGST, UT, GST. Whenever it is interstate, different state, different UT, one state, one UT, and different country. People, you have to talk with me, only then you will remember. Otherwise, it is me talking, I will remember, not you. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, so sir, whenever it is different state, different UT, one state, one UT, and different country, what will come? IGST. Whom does IGST go to? Central government. Central government gives half to the destination state government. Right, everyone? The next one over here is India. How many states, everyone? 28 states, 8 union territories. Out of that, 3 union territories are considered as state because they are UTs with legislature. Hence, in GST, how many states? 31 states, and 31 states always have CGST and SGST on intrastate supply. How many UTs are there? 5 union territories. What are the union territories, everyone? Andaman and Nicobar, Lakshadweep, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu, and Ladakh and Chandigarh. Whenever union territory transaction is happening, CGST plus UT GST. Various goods and service pay. What are the various taxes which are there? Alcoholic liquor for human consumption, state excise duty on sale, VAT and CST. Sir, HP man, high speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel and natural gas. What is the tax, everyone? Sir, it is central excise duty and VAT or CST. Sir, tobacco pay, always central excise duty and GST. OPM, narcotics, Indian hemp, central state excise duty and GST. Any other goods? GST and GST. Then we went in and learned about the constitutional provision. Article number 265. No tax should be levied or collected except by the authority of law. Article number 245. Parliament will make law for which is applicable to the whole of India or any part of India. State legislature for the state or part of the state. Then we have article number 245 done. 246 went in and divided the power between the state legislature, between the central government, state government, and both the government together. Union list is the list number 1, where who will make the law? Parliament ke through the law will be made. Central government will make the law. Are we clear? Then list number 2, state legislature ke through the law will be made. State government will make the law. And list number 3, both the government together will make the law. Are we clear till here, everyone? Now, both the government together making the law. Always remember, when we learned article number 246, it is told over there that there is one more article, article number 254, which went ahead and told that parliament ka law will be supreme, and hence state government told no, parliament ka law will not be supreme, and hence they went ahead and introduced article number 246, which went ahead and told, forget what is told in 246 and 246A they introduced, where they told, forget what is told in list number 1, list number 2, list number 3, forget that parliament ka law is supreme. Now GST ka law will be made by both the government together. They went ahead and told 246A provided power to parliament and state legislature to levy GST together. Whenever it is interstate trade or commerce, always the parliament will have the exclusive law to make the GST. Basically, parliament will have exclusive power to make GST law. Basically, IGST ka law shall be made by parliament. Means the central government will introduce the bill and it will be passed by Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So it will be applicable to the whole of India. Next, article number 269A, IGST, who will collect? Levied and collected by central government. They will go ahead and then apportion it between the center and the state. Which state? Destination state. Yes, sir. Then we have the very important point over here. C graded chapter ka A graded question it is. Article number 279A. It talks about the GST Council. GST Council was constituted on 15 September 2016. How many members are there? 33 members. 2 union member, 31 state finance minister or taxation minister or minister nominated by the state. Then quorum is how much, everyone? Half of the number of member. Majority for decision is 3/4 of the weighted votes of member present and voting. And weights of the center is 1/3 and weights of the state is 2/3. Are we clear, everyone? What are the functions of the GST Council? GST Council will go ahead and make recommendation to the state and the union regarding the taxes which are to be subsumed, the taxes which are not to be subsumed. Then rates of GST, goods and services which are subject to GST, goods and services which are not subject to GST. Special provision with respect to special category state. What is special category state, everyone? We went ahead and learned about special category state, which is Humans of Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir. H for Himachal Pradesh, U for Uttarakhand, M for Meghalaya, Mizoram, Manipur, A for Arunachal, Assam, N for Nagaland, T for Tripura, J for Jammu and Kashmir. Are we clear? Humans of Tripura and Jammu and Kashmir are the special category state. Then we have the common portal. Okay. Then we have date on which GST to be levied on HPMN, high speed diesel, petroleum crude, motor spirit, aviation turbine fuel and natural gas. On this, when GST will come, that also council will decide and tell the government, and government will issue a notification. Are we clear, everyone? Then the threshold limit for registration also will be decided, of threshold limit of turnover. How much is the turnover? When you cross your required registration, who will decide? The council will go ahead and decide. Then we have the common portal gst.gov.in, e-way bill gst.gov.in, e-invoicing 1 to 10 gst.gov.in. Sir, who is managing the gst.gov.in? GSTN. Who is managing e-way bill? NIC, National Informatics Center. E-invoicing portal, National Informatics Center. C graded topic ka B graded question. This is functions of GSTN. What are the functions which are there? They facilitate registration. Goods and Service Tax Network, the company. What do? They function. They facilitate registration, computation and settlement of IGST between the center and the state. They will go ahead and do the matching of tax payment detail with banking network. You made the payment, whether received by the government, they will do it. They will do the matching. Providing of monthly information system report. MIS reports will be provided by whom? GSTN. Forwarding return to center and state. When you file your return will be forwarded to the officer who will go ahead and forward? GSTN. And they provide analysis of taxpayers profile. Who will provide? GSTN. Right, everyone? Now here, one more point which I feel you should remember. France was the first country to implement GST. Till now, 160 countries have gone ahead and implemented GST. This also you can remember. Here I will go ahead and close my revision on our first chapter, which is GST in India, and introduction, overview and administration. All you have to do now is solve question answers and you're done. Right, everyone? I'll close my chapter of GST in India and introduction, overview and administration over here. So, having watched the revisionary video, this will be the quiz for today. Sir, what is the quiz for today? We have gone ahead and learned in the video about the benefits of GST, right? So today you have to go out of your home. You have to go ahead and see in your day-to-day life, what is the benefit you are getting out of GST, or might be what is the demerit because of coming of GST in your life, which you go ahead and feel, right? You have to go ahead and comment in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts about it. You have 5 days to go ahead and comment about it. 5 days ka time is there, Baba. Think about it, apply your brain, and then we will go ahead and choose the winner. Right, everyone? Bye, guys. I hope you had a great time enjoying the revision. Please don't forget to leave me a comment if you enjoyed the revisionary. Also, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like the video and hit the bell icon. Hitting the bell icon will be benefiting you guys. Why, sir? What is the benefit? Baba, I'll be uploading such kind of revisions oftenly, and when I am uploading the revision, you will get a notification instantly. Right, everyone? Yes, sir. We will go ahead and do that. All the very best, guys. Love you all. Keep revising. Keep practicing. Take care. Good luck for exams. Love you all.